Look at all the birds gathered around here on beautiful Pensacola Bay on this nice, warm, sunny Friday morning. And this is the first day of summer, so what better place than to spend it right here in the state of Florida. It's your boy P9. I'm coming at you live from Pensacola Beach, right here on the Gulf Coast of Florida. Pensacola Beach, one of the many beaches located on the beautiful Emerald Coast on the Florida Panhandle. Let's do this. I'm here in beautiful Pensacola Beach. There goes the water tower that has Pensacola Beach on there. I don't know what they have going on over here. It looks like they have some type of tug of war. Probably a bunch of military cadets. I'm not sure. Oh, it's a football. I think it's football team or something. Check that out. But I'm right here on the beautiful white sands of Pensacola Beach. This is the first vlog that I've done on a beach since well over 2 years ago, when I did a vlog in Pismo Beach in California. So from the Pacific coast to the Gulf Coast. So, you know, of course, you're gonna have your oceanfront property over there. There's a restaurant over there too. It's called The Dock. I'm gonna walk along the shoreline, then I'm gonna take a little walk, take a little stroll over there on the boardwalk. Check out those waves. Flip-flops on. I'm not in full beach attire, but I have my flip-flops at least. I mean, it's 8:40 in the morning and it's already hot and humid, so may as well cool off. Better stay my behind a little further away from the water, because them waves are so powerful. That tide is so high that I almost lost both my flip-flops in the water. Luckily, the current was the waves were powerful enough to push them right back to the shoreline, but so I was able to retrieve them. But I'm gonna stay closer, away from the waves. Lifeguard station right here. So Pensacola Beach is an unincorporated area of Florida located in Escambia County, and it's located on a barrier island which is known as Santa Rosa Island. So there's like a series of beaches located on Santa Rosa Island. Now this right here again is Pensacola Beach, but there's Navarre Beach also located on this stretch of island. It's a 40-mile barrier island, by the way. So it's not that far from the Alabama and Florida state line. Yeah, Pensacola Beach, nice beach. This is probably going to be the only time. The only like beach town that I'm gonna actually go on the beach at. The other ones I'm just gonna be like more or less kind of like in the central part of the city or the town or whatever you want to call it. Trying to see how I can make my way up to this boardwalk. I might have to go over here. I think I'm gonna walk over here. Your feet start to get heavy when you're walking around in flip-flops, and then all the sand is getting into your, your sand get in between your toes, getting within your feet. So I'm gonna make my way over to the flat surface land, get off this sand. Like, I know I'm an adventurer, but man, them waves were kicking like big time. I hate I got all this sand on my feet, but it's all good. I'll wash it off, keep on moving. Yeah, you got your waterfront properties over here. You have the Escambia Sheriff's Office over there. That building right over here is the Pensacola Beach Sheriff Substation of the Escambia Sheriff's Office. So conveniently located right by the beach in case somebody, you know, acts up. Oh, oh shoot, forget that. They charge you to walk on the pier? What? No, I'm good on that. Since when is that? I didn't know beaches charge you to walk on the pier. I've never seen that before. I'm gonna keep it moving. But this is Pensacola Beach. This is a statue of Yancey Bailey Spencer III. I had to get this shot right here of Mr. Spencer in front of these palm trees. But let me get up a bit closer. As you can see him holding this surfboard, and he got his watch on right here. But just here's a marker with information about Yancey Spencer III. Basically, he began surfing at the age of 15 on Pensacola Beach. Surfing became his passion, and by the age of 20, he was rated #1 on the Gulf Coast and owned his own surfboard model. So when he was 21, he won the first pro contest held in the Atlantic Ocean at Atlantic Beach, North Carolina, competing against some of the best surfers in the United States, gaining international recognition and winning the highest purse for surfing at that time. Among his titles are, he won a series of surfing awards, you know, in 1970, 1972, 75, 86, and 95. He was also inducted into the East Coast Surf Legends Hall of Fame in 1996, into the Pensacola Sports Association Hall of Fame in 2009, and posthumously inducted into the Encyclopedia of Surfing in 2014. So, and he died of a sudden heart attack in Malibu, California. It was on a Valentine's Day after a beautiful afternoon of doing what he loved best, surfing. Wow. That's usually how it goes. He died from a heart attack, but it wasn't too long after he did what he enjoyed doing the most, and that's called living. Surfing in itself is it's a risky sport. You going against those waves and whatnot, those high tides and stuff. So shout out to Yancey Spencer III. But I'm getting ready to move on to the next beach town, so stay tuned. This here, my friends, is Navarre Beach, Florida, right here on Florida's Panhandle. And this is across over there is the Navarre Beach Pier, and there's a series of boats and jet skis around this area. Beachfront properties over there. Pretty cool. What's going on, good people? The saga continues. My journey continues down the Emerald Coast, Miracle Strip Parkway. I am now in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. More specifically, downtown Fort Walton Beach. It is 10:23 a.m. I've been at it all morning, but I got a lot of energy left over to do some more vlogging. So here I am in beautiful Fort Walton Beach, Florida. And as of right now, I am on Brook Street. Brook Street, the main drag downtown. And here's a little playground right here. Now again, Fort Walton Beach is on the Gulf Coast, near the Gulf of Mexico. And Fort Walton Beach is located in the southern portion of Oskaloosa County. So similar to a lot of the beach areas of the Emerald Coast, as well as, in addition to Pensacola, Fort Walton Beach was taken over by the Spanish, so it was a Spanish colony. This was before, again, Florida became a state. I'm gonna make my way over to the waterfront district in a minute. As common with beach towns and beach cities, you have surf shops. So here's a surf shop right here. You can get your bodyboards, surfboards right over here. Any other beach apparel. There's like a gift shop over here. Sundresses. You got your little bag right here, Florida bag. Seashells. There's a coffee shop right here as well. One Feather American Art Jewelry. I would have checked that out if they were open. Let me go over here. This is the Indian Temple Mound Museum. So let me go check that out. So there's no mound access here. There's an observation deck and museum entrance located on the east side of the mound. Okay. Look at this tree right here. That's interesting. So this is a Confederate military installation named Fort Walton. So the beach itself was named after this military installation, Fort Walton. Originally called Camp Walton, this Confederate installation constructed in 1861 to guard the East Pass was garrisoned by a company of Florida militia called the Walton Guards. Several small skirmishes with federal landing parties occurred near here. The camp was abandoned following the Confederate evacuation of Pensacola and the garrison, a part of the 1st Florida Infantry Regiment. Okay. So, of course, you know, the Confederate soldiers took refuge over here, set up a camp. So it's a military installation right here. As you can see, they have an artifact right here in the form of a cannon. So this is the downtown Fort Walton Beach Heritage Park and Cultural Center. So it's essentially an Indian Temple Mound Museum, and it's a sacred burial ground. So as respect to the sacred grounds, we best not walk on the mound. Yeah, this is interesting though. I didn't know Fort Walton Beach had a downtown necessarily. I just thought it was a strictly located on a beach and that was that, but they have an actual downtown. And this is called the Camp Walton Schoolhouse right here. This is the Fort Walton Beach waterfront. There goes the piers over there. A couple of piers. Again, this is a Fort Walton Beach waterfront. So you see a bunch of boats over there. There's a speedboat right there. A few other vessels sitting right here on the water. I would get closer, but they have this area where I'm at right now fenced off. So this is the best that I can get right here. But it's still a nice view. So this area is called the Fort Walton Beach Landing Park. So if you come downtown and park on Brook Street, you have easy access to the Fort Walton Beach Landing Park. So there's a playground, and there's also the playground links to this area right here, which is the waterfront park. I'm over here in the crown jewel of the Emerald Coast. This is Destin, Florida. So Destin is not too far from Fort Walton Beach, just a few miles east of Fort Walton Beach. And like I said, Destin's the crown jewel of Emerald Coast. And that is the main drag of Destin, called Harbor Boulevard. It's the major thoroughfare of Destin. And out of all the beach towns and cities that are on the Gulf Coast of Florida, the Emerald Coast specifically, Destin may be by far the biggest tourist attraction out of all of them. It's Destin and Panama City, I say, are the two biggest tourist destinations on the Emerald Coast. Even though Pensacola Beach and Navarre Beach, they get their share of visitors as well, but I say Destin probably has the most attractions out of all of them, besides Panama City Beach. And right here is the Waterfront Grill and Oyster Bar. I see all this construction material, so it looks like there's some renovations going on, perhaps. And you have this right here. They have daily tiki tours. Not quite sure what that is, but I'm gonna go check this out. So the tiki tours, is that like where you go on a tour on the water? I'm not really sure if that is. know they have some jet skis right there. So this is called the Harbor Boardwalk in Destin. They have charter boats. So you can basically just go on a nice little ride on the water. They have pontoons, wave runners, and kayak renters over here. So they're having a lot of fun over there. Right here on the harbor. There goes those beautiful palm trees that are in overabundance in Florida. Some more vessels over here. So apparently they have scuba diving over here as well. It's a lot you can do over here. There's a lot of seafood restaurants along the boardwalk as well. They got fishing.
Here's where we are today. I decided to just start documenting every time we leave the field. So let's go through all.
I guess you can rent a fishing boat as well. Look at that right there. Check this out. I guess those boats hold a lot of gallons of gas. It's 3,102 gallons of gas at the price of $2,171. So $7 per gallon for diesel fuel. You can buy some fish food over here, feed the fish. So a lot of charter boats over here. So there's a lot you can do. You can, over here at the boardwalk, you can jet ski, you can go on a pontoon, you can go parasailing. There's also private charter boats and dolphin tours. So definitely a lot you can do out here. Please tip your captains. Hold on, it says please tip your captains. 20% is customary and appreciated. It's a word to all you guys out here who's interested in coming to Destin and partaking in one of these boat rides. Make sure you tip that captain. Edge Seafood and Sky Bar, as you can see over here. So now I'm over here on the east dock of the boardwalk. They have beignets and brew over here. They have a map of New Orleans right there as well. But beignets and brew, I've had beignets before. Beignets actually are pretty good if you're into sweets like that. They have a tavern over here, so plenty of places to get your drink on over here. Here goes the different color tables that sit dockside with the umbrellas over them. That way you have you some shade, which is much needed in this Florida heat, in the summertime especially. Mind you, this is the first day of summer, June 21st, so the heat is only going to get more and more intense. So definitely stay hydrated out here, that's for sure. They got a snow cone shack over there. That snow cone shack over there is operating out of an Airstream. It's pretty cool. Well, it looks like we reached the end of the marina right here. It's private access beyond that point. So I'm gonna turn back around. And this is Destin, the Destin boardwalk, and it's plenty more to see in Destin. You guys, trust and believe. And here's a map right here of the Emerald Coast. So we're kind of like on the east end of the Emerald Coast. We're in Destin. This is where we are right now. And Fort Walton Beach is over here, and there goes Okaloosa Island, where Eglin Air Force Base is located. So we're right over here on the Gulf of Mexico. So and they have very pristine waters as well, like as you guys saw earlier at Pensacola Beach. Just some beautiful white sands. See, when you talk about Florida beaches, like a lot of times the first thing people think of, they think about like Miami Beach, you know, Fort Lauderdale, beaches along in the southern portion of Florida. But you know, even Daytona Beach, you know, that gets, you know, people talk about Daytona Beach a lot, West Palm, the Florida Keys, but can't sleep on the Gulf Coast beaches on the panhandle of Florida. Pensacola Beach, Destin, Panama City, all of them, they're really nice looking beaches with that white sand that I alluded to earlier. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to take a stroll down the Destin boardwalk, so stay tuned for more footage coming up. P9 back again, and now I'm in the resort town of Panama City Beach in Bay County, Florida, which is situated, of course, on the coast of the Gulf of Mexico. And between Panama City Beach and Destin, these two are the biggest tourist attraction beach towns on the Emerald Coast, for sure. I say they get the most visitors out of all of the other beach towns on the Gulf Coast. As you can see over there, there's like a little miniature golf course. It's a nice little setup. They have like a statue of Buddha over there, it looks like. Have some dinosaur sculptures. It's pretty nice. Looks pretty cool over there. And also over there is Alvin's Island. Alvin's Island, you'll see that particular department store in every resort town imaginable. If it's located near a beach, you'll see an Alvin's Island. No matter if you go to Myrtle Beach, no matter if you go to Orange Beach, Gulf Shores, Pensacola, Destin, and of course right here, Panama City Beach. Just about any resort town on the beach, you'll find an Alvin's Island. They sell surfboards, they sell pretty much anything you can imagine to go on the beach, as well as souvenirs and things of that nature. But many other tourist attractions along the coast of Panama City Beach. A lot of the tourist attractions are located on the main drag, which is Front Beach Road. So right here, this is called the M.B. Miller County Port. County Pier, rather. M.B. Miller County Pier. Not gonna go into the sand like I did earlier. Just want to give you guys a glimpse of what Panama City Beach looks like. It just said, it is a lot of people, as you would imagine. It's a lot of people on the beach. It's Panama City Beach. It's the summertime. Of course, there's going to be a huge crowd. Feel a little bit of a breeze coming. Sunny the Sunset Turtle, sponsored by Ronald and Joanne Dubin. Okay, it's a nice. Oh, they charging $3 admission just to walk onto the pier. That's interesting. I'd rather walk down Front Beach Road and tour the city than to pay $3 to walk on a pier. But to each its own. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've been to the beach, but I don't remember ever having to pay to walk on a pier or a boardwalk. That's interesting. But it is what it is, you know. Not gonna complain about it. But again, this is Front Beach Road. This is a main drag through Panama City Beach. So of course you're gonna see a lot of souvenir shops, a lot of shops that sell beach attire, surfboards, boogie boards, all that type of stuff. You got some attractions for the kids. They have like miniature golf attractions. Of course, a ton of restaurants and a ton of resort hotels. Right over here on the left, coming up, is Spring Hill Suites. shrimp basket. Here's another one of those department stores that sell lots of beach clothing and beach equipment. So you can see a lot of there's boogie boards. There are those hats you can wear out. You know, of course, there's swimwear. All type of stuff. Beachfront Adventures. This place looks abandoned. I think they might be closed, like closed for good. Yeah, they shut down. Who knows what they're gonna do with this property. Okay, so check this out. They have this place called Outlaw Rentals where you can rent these slingshots right over here. You can rent a slingshot or you can rent a golf cart. So here's a slingshot right here. It holds 6 passengers, obviously including the driver. And you can rent these bad boys. They got the Joker slingshot. And again, you have the golf carts over there. And their slogan is "Ride it like you stole it." Wow. Okay. Don't give anybody any ideas now. Yeah, you can rent these scooters, and there's like scooters and golf carts over here. Hey. See, they're riding. See, they riding down the street. you know, riding down the beach resort town, renting a slingshot or a golf cart, you know. Why not? Plenty of restaurants though. Plenty of restaurants. They have this place called Harpoon Harry's. I'm sure they sell seafood there as well. But when you're on a beach resort, then you should expect to see a ton of restaurants that sell seafood. Like right here, they have an all-you-can-eat buffet, breakfast and lunch. It's called Captain Jack's. All-you-can-eat joint. Of course, there's a Hooters over there. Here goes another Sensations. I swear I just saw another Sensations about a block or two earlier. But that's how it is. Like, it's same thing with Alvin's Island. Like, there might be 2 to 3 Alvin's Island locations within less than a half-mile radius. It's like they're their own competition. Goes a Days Inn. And what's funny is that even a Days Inn on the ocean front or the beach front, you know, beachfront, like a Days Inn would probably start off at $200 a night. They have an ice cream shop over there. Or is it, actually it's more or less I guess it's more like a food store. It says a food store, Pan Am food store. So they might sell a variety of things, but they have ice cream right there advertised. Hand dipped ice cream. Holiday Inn Express up here. Oh, check this out. Hold on, before I proceed any further. This is Florida. I hope you got like just so you know, this is Florida. Trump Miss Me Yet shirt 2024. Then they have a shirt with his mugshot on it saying not guilty. Yeah, these people go hard down here in Florida. They go hard for Trump. Have a liquor store, so you can get your liquid courage if you want to go on the beach. But yeah, Panama City Beach, also what I forgot to mention earlier, is during the springtime, this town is inundated with college students. It's a very popular, sorry about that guys, but as I was saying, yes, Panama City Beach is a popular spring break destination for tourists, especially for the college students. So of course the college students come down here in packs and do what they would usually do even if they were on a college campus. We all know what that is. Party and have a little too much to drink, their whole nine. Go this way. Public beach access, Panama City Beach. So I guess this is access 44. Get a little bit closer to the beach. Like I said, I don't want to go into the sand, but yeah, just wanted to get somewhat closer to the beach, about as close as I'm gonna get. And this is Panama City Beach in a nutshell, on the Emerald Coast, on the Florida Panhandle. And yes, I could imagine oceanfront property here. Beachfront property costs a pretty penny. No surprise there. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up with my vlog on the Emerald Coast of Florida. There's more footage from Florida coming up, but I just wanted to close this Emerald Coast vlog by saying thank you for watching. And if you made it this far and you like what you see, please click that like and that subscribe button.